Hey everybody, Hallie here at High Octane Cards for our weekly preview for this week's Instacart 500K at Phoenix Raceway for the NASCAR Cup Series. As you may have read already, Brad Keselowski has got the pole through the metric qualifying. Kyle Larson starts second on the strength of his victory last week. Other notables in the field, we'll just go ahead and go review the top 10 starters. Denny Hamlin and Christopher Bell will be in row 2. Row 3 is Martin Truex Jr. and Chase Elliott. Row 4 will be Kyle Busch and Ryan Blaney. And row 5, Joey Logano and William Byron. Some of the other notables, Daytona 500 winner Michael McDowell will start 16th. Kevin Harvick will start 18th. Matt DiBenedetto, who's had a horrible season so far, will start in 20th position. Of course, the last few weeks he started about 38th, so this is quite an improvement. Just looking down the list here, no real surprises in the back of the pack. Probably Eric Almirola in 32nd is a really, really big surprise, as Eric normally gets a strong start to the season, but he's been a little slow so far this year out of the gates. So anyway, a little history about Phoenix. The first Cup race course was in 1988. Alan Kulwicki was the first winner of that race, and if you go back and watch that race, Ricky Rudd dominated that race, but he did blow an engine late. Allen was in the right place at the right time to scoop up the victory. And after the race was over, Allen turned his car around and completed a lap in going the wrong direction. He went clockwise around the track. When interviewed, he just said, "Hey, I want to do something different, something that the fans would remember, because you never get a second first win." So that stuck, and that's why a lot of people now will do what is called the Polish victory lap. That's what Allen called it. And it's kind of become a cult thing in NASCAR where many drivers, when they go around and do that, so that the driver's side window is facing the crowd. The driver can wave, they can see him more clearly because the window net's down. So anyway, 2005, they went to 2 races at Phoenix. From 1988 to 2004, Phoenix only hosted 1 Cup Series race per year. 2005, they went to 2 races. And in 2020, the Phoenix race became the championship race. From, I believe it was 2004, 2003, somewhere in there, all the way through till 2019. It was usually the second to last race or the next to last race. It was usually at the very, very end of the schedule. The spring race is usually held around April. This year it's in March, so a little bit of a change there. It's not going to make that big of a difference as far as the seasons. The weather is going to be about the same. Tony Stewart holds the race record in terms of average speed in 1999 of 118.132. I did not put the qualifying speed record down because since we're using metric qualifying, it's really not going to impact it. Doesn't really apply to this. I'm trying to make a little sense of my notes here. There have been 49 total previous races here at Phoenix Raceway. This, of course, will be the 50th race, so kind of a milestone event. And speaking of milestones, 2 drivers are making notable starts this weekend. Kurt Busch will make his 725th career Cup start. Kyle Busch will make his 575th Cup start. So that's quite a number, high number, 1,300 combined starts. That's between brothers. I believe that may be a record. No, I believe the Labanis or the Waltrips have the record. So, but that's still pretty impressive. Let's go down the list here. Kevin Harvick is the all-time wins leader with 9 wins. Jimmy Johnson has 5. And Kyle Busch and Dale Earnhardt Jr. are tied with 3 wins apiece. As far as car owners go, did I write that down? I think I may have missed that. Yeah, I missed the car owners. I apologize. I didn't write down the car owners. But in terms of starts at Phoenix, Kurt Busch, Kevin Harvick, and Ryan Newman all are tied at 36 starts at Phoenix. That is the most of active or retired drivers. The pole sitter has only won 6 times at Phoenix in 49 races. However, the winning driver has started outside of the top 10 22 times. So starting up front is not necessarily, a sign that you're going to win. Sorry, I got my contacts in, so it's a little blurry here. Caution flags, the record for that is 12 cautions in 2014 and in the spring race of 2020. And in 1995 and 1996, 44 cars started in each of those races. So that is the most cars that have started a Cup race at Phoenix. Now you have to remember, prior to about 97, 98, 99, it was a combination of Winston Cup, Winston West race. So there was always a couple extra spots in the field held for the Winston Rest drivers, so that way they'd be guaranteed points. Also, in the spring of 2011, there were 28 lead changes in that race, so that is the record for lead changes. A few quick facts here. Clint Boyer has 31 career starts. Of course, he is retired now, but he has the most starts without a win. Joe Nemechek has 29 career starts with no top fives. That is the most career starts at Phoenix without a top five. And Casey Mears has 25 career starts with no top tens. That is the most career top races at Phoenix without a top 10 finish. And then also kind of a fun little note, Sunday will be Eric Almirola's birthday, so he will be trying to become, I think, the fourth driver in NASCAR Cup Series history to win on their birthday. I know Kyle Busch has done it, I know Cale Yarborough's done it, and I want to say Denny Hamlin's done it. So maybe the fourth. I don't have the numbers on that, but I know it's a very, very low number. Double check my notes here, see if there's anything. There will be 18 Chevrolets starting, 14 Fords, and 6 Toyotas. And I wanted to go a little bit more in detail with these numbers just to see what you guys thought. In the 49 previous races at Phoenix, there have been 4 different manufacturers that have won. Chevy has won 24 times, Ford has won 17, Toyota has won 6, and Pontiac did win 2 races back in the late 90s, early 2000s. And looking at the numbers, it was very interesting. If you take those 49 races from the past, Chevy has won 24 of those. That's 48.97%. Now there's 38 cars starting this race Sunday. Chevy has 18, or 47.36% of the field. So very, very close there in terms of, overall performance versus overall starting numbers. Also, the Fords have 34.69% of the wins at Phoenix in those 49 races, and they have 36% of the starting field this Sunday. So again, very, very close. Toyota has 12% of the wins all-time at Phoenix, and they have 15% of the field starting at Phoenix this Sunday. So again, I think it's really interesting how close that correlation is between the number of wins versus number of races at Phoenix, and then this upcoming Sunday with the number of cars starting versus the percentage of manufacturer, and how it all ties in pretty close. There is one little footnote to the Toyota one. They've only raced there since 2007, where the other 2 manufacturers have raced since 1988. So Toyota actually has a winning percentage of 21.42, which is greater than, it's not greater than, but it's higher than the 12.24 if you go back all 49 races. So I just want to throw that out there, so that way you guys would say, well, no, Toyota, this, they didn't race back then. Yeah, I know, but I just wanted to give you guys kind of a comparison to show you how close all those numbers were from, I just thought it was interesting to see, okay, here you have 49 races, and I just wanted to compare the ratio of wins overall versus the starting field this weekend. So it was really, really close how all the numbers were. Now let's go to my picks for this weekend. So I've got 4 favorites. I always do this in 4s, and you guys know this. 4 favorites, 4 dark horses, and 4 long shots. So my 4 favorites this weekend are Kurt and Kyle Busch. They always run great at Phoenix. They always seem to have good runs, good luck, good fortune. So I can see those 2 having good, strong runs. And Kurt Busch is off to a strong start this year. Joey Logano, he always runs good in the first handful of races of the year. So here we are, 5th race out. I can see Joey having a good run. And then Kevin Harvick, 9 wins. You always got to be on the favorite list out there, even though he didn't do so hot back in November. I think Kevin's ready for a good, solid run. Don't know that he'll win, but he'll definitely be top 5. So he'll be good on fantasy points if you do the DraftKings or whatever, fantasy racing that you do. My dark horse candidates, I think Eric Jones, after having that strong top 10 last week, I can see Richard Petty Motorsports starting to gain a little traction, gain a little confidence, and Eric runs good at Phoenix. Kyle Larson, yes, I have him in the dark horse category. Yes, I know he won last weekend, but Kyle Phoenix is not one of his strong tracks. I consider him a contender. He's in a strong horse now with Hendrick Motorsports, So I could see him taking that next step and getting that top 2-3 finish that he would need to kind of clear that hurdle at Phoenix. Alex Bowman, who got his first career pole at Phoenix when he was subbing for Dale Earnhardt Jr. a number of years ago. This is his home track, and I could see him running really well there. And Austin Dillon. Austin's been having a strong, ever since really Darlington last year in the fall. Austin's been really strong and consistent, so I could see Austin finishing top 7 or 8. My long shot picks, Michael McDowell. You get off the road courses and the super speedways. I'm not going to say Michael McDowell's a bad driver, which he's not. Just Front Row Motorsports does not have the competitive advantage that they need, like SHR or the other top teams do. So they're still gaining traction, even though they've had 3 top 10 finishes to start the season. Michael's going to be a long shot pick for me, as is, let me zoom in here, Daniel Suarez, the Trackhouse team. Of course, a new team. Daniel's done good in the past at Phoenix. I believe he's got 2 top 10s. He should be pretty strong. He'll probably finish top 20 because that's about where I see that team. Ross Chastain, who's been a little disappointing this year in the 42 car, but of course Matt Kenseth didn't do real good last year in it either. He only had 2 top 10s through the whole year. So if Chastain gets a top 20, I think that would be a strong run for them. And Ricky Stenhouse, he seems to run good at Phoenix. I know this isn't a super speedway, which is his strong suit, or Bristol. He always seems to show up at Bristol. But I think Ricky Stenhouse, I think he'll be a top 12 guy Sunday. So got a lot of information here. Hope you guys enjoyed this. This is the preview for the Instacart 500 at Phoenix Raceway on Sunday. So hope it's a good race. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Tomorrow, not sure what we got playing. Oh, we're going to do the Grand Slam Card Club box tomorrow, the baseball edition. So that's what we're going to do tomorrow. So hope you guys have a great rest of your Friday, because I'm doing this, putting it up same day. Last week, obviously you knew I was on vacation, so I was kind of filmed everything ahead and scrambled a little bit. But hope you guys enjoyed this preview. Had a lot of information. Kind of went a little bit in a direction with some numbers that maybe got us out in the weeds a little bit, but I thought it was some numbers you guys would enjoy, because I know I found it pretty interesting. So thanks again for watching. Hope you have a great rest of your Friday, and we'll see you guys again tomorrow.